So y'all know I'm usually very late in the game on these things, but I am here with kind of an early, I'm not super early, but I'm in the early bunches of talking about this Colourpop California Love palette. Okay, y'all, I'm here for it, I'm here for it. All right, let's talk about it. All right, so we know that Colourpop fucks with us all the time, and makes us, comes for our coins on the weekly. Because Colourpop, if you think about it, comes out with something new every week. And so they came out with California Love, and here she is, 12 pans of gorgeousness. Now this one has, okay, so let's talk about this. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do a little comparison with the Sweet palette, Sweet palette, the Sweet Talk palette, because this is supposed to be the sister palette to Sweet Talk. So, I waited to get it until I got and when that yellow one came out, I bought them both. So here it is. Now it is, what is this, $12, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's $12. I don't know, it's about $12. 18? Maybe it's 18. Because the 9 pans are 12, right? And this is 18. Okay, think it through. Anyway, we know the pricing of Colourpop. We know how they work. So let's just look at the pans. Now, I will say this. I always say that a lot of times the pictures that they put out are not as pretty as what it is. Because I think this is a pretty palette. And this is a neutral palette. And we know. So I love it because it's neutral, but it still has a little style to it. So I'm going to talk about it. I have swatched it. I actually did a swatch this, when I did my haul. I will link that in the description box, but I will also be putting up swatches, but it will be in a comparison kind of vibe. But anyway, the interesting thing about this is that it does have, it doesn't have the pressed glitters. This one doesn't have the pressed glitters, which I'm happy with. It just has really, good, these right here, which are not pressed glitters. Well, no, it has one. I'm sorry. Okay, so it has one pressed glitter in it, and then it has these beautiful shimmers. Oh my God, they're so gorgeous. And it has its mattes. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. This matte right here, and this one right here, all the darker ones have a little shimmer in them, but it's very subtle and very pretty. Actually, I actually like the shimmers in it because, I don't know, they give it a little sparkle, a little depth without it being, how those black ones with the glitter in it look, and they really irritate us. These are not irritating. These are really nice. And I want to say, once I swatched it, it made it, you could really see how pretty this palette is and how well put together it is. It is, there's not, I don't know why we go back and forth talking about, let's just be honest. Unless they do something wrong, we know that Colourpop makes really good eyeshadows. I mean, I don't have to go back and forth to talking about, oh, they're so blendable, they're very good quality, they're great quality for the money. We know this by now. If you have been buying eyeshadows, if you watch these, if you're on YouTube watching channels, you know that consistently Colourpop is one of the best consistent formulations around. Not to say that they're like the best ever or anything like that, but they are consistently good quality, and they're so affordable. And that's how, and I'm sorry, Colourpop is killing the game because they are able to, they are continually bringing things out, continually getting people to buy things, mainly because their price point is low enough so that it doesn't hurt your little feelings when you buy some stuff. So here it is right here. This is such a beautiful, beautiful palette. And of course I did this eye look, and you see that, oh, excuse me, neutrals. Now, let's talk about it in reference to the Sweet Talk. These are supposed to be sister palettes. And I really do think they are sister palettes. Okay, so here they are looking at them together, and you can see similarities in the tones of it, not the exact shades. So it does have very tonally, they do look very pretty together. And you can see how this is a more neutral, this is the coral version, which has got the little pinky coral vibe to this. And then this one is the very neutral, but it still has a little sass to it. You know, it's got a little sass, because this little yellow is really sassy right there. And even these, the paler shades are nice. You know, they have a little something extra to them. So here they are together. I'm going to put up my picture of the swatches. I swatched them on my arm together so you can see how they look together, you know. And I went straight side by side down so I went per row in each of the swatches so you could see how they lined up, how they looked. Were some of them very similar? Yes, they are kind of similar, but they are not the same. So I'm okay with having both of them. I mean, honestly, I don't have any problem with both of them. I don't have any problem with, you know, owning both of them and saying, oh my God, they're so similar. They are not that similar. They are similar. Maybe what's similar here is like this, and this is similar. And when you look, and this one is similar right here. This is a similar color because you have something similar there, and then you have those two right there. So you have about three that are very similar, but they work in each of the palettes. So if you're not a person like me who has both the palettes and you want one, this is going to be beautiful for you. If you're very neutral, if you're not feeling these corally pinky colors, if that's not your style, but you want something that's a little more every day, can work with more, you know, can work with more of your with your wardrobe or how you work, you know, because it's a very neutral palette, warm neutral palette, which means you can wear it with, you know, the browns and the oranges and the rusts. This, I don't understand why they brought it out now, because it should have came out in September, because this is definitely more of a fall palette. This is definitely more of a fall palette, let's be honest. It has, you know, the fall tones. It's very similar to the Yes Please palette. What everybody's talking about Sweet Talk is very similar to the Yes Please palette. Let's look at that. You know, they have you know, the Yes Please is like they split off. It looks like for these, you know, it gives you similar vibes but in deeper tones. And if you look at this, then if you put them all three together, let's just look at how they look. And then if you put these two together, you see some very similar things. So, you know, they have these particular ones are kind of, you know, kind of in the same range, pulling from each other, but each one has its own pretty unique style that, depending on what you're looking for, will work. You know, this is a warm tone palette just like the Yes Please, but it's more on the browns and the more the more browny tones, you know. And I really like love these colors in here. I really do like the brown tones in here, and I'm not even a brown person, but I think the browns in here are kind of special, especially with the fine micro glitter in them that is just enough to zhuzh it up and give it a little sparkle to the eye without it being overstated. That's the word I'm looking for. So I also bought, out of the California Love, so, you know, just so you know, I did buy 4 lipsticks. Got to 4 the lipsticks, yay. And I'm wearing this one right now. I think I'm wearing this one. Yeah, Cypress Hill. This is Cypress Hill on my lips. I also have Oh Hi There right here, and then I have Scenic Route right here, and Swing Away. Nice little set of colors, but you know, like for me, once again, these are very fall. I would definitely be wearing these in the fall and the winter time, much more so than I would in the summertime. But I know some people don't care about that shit, but I'm just saying, for me personally, this is more my style for the fall. So even though this is a beautiful palette, I like it. I am impressed by it. I will recommend it like I usually recommend the Colourpop ones. But I would say if you're not rushing to get it, and it's out of stock I think now, wait until fall, because this is gonna go with your fall looks. This is gonna go with, you know, the pumpkin spice latte looks, honey. The pumpkin spice latte looks. This is for pumpkin spice latte. I'm just saying. All right, so did this look for you all? I know y'all didn't expect to hear that, but I have done this look for you all so you all could see how I did it, how it turned out. Super easy, because you know I ain't working too hard on my, you know, I'm not that girl who gonna sit here and blend for an hour. I'm not that chick. And it actually was cool because I didn't do a whole lot and I didn't wet the brushes at all. So this sparkle that you see on my eyes is from dry brush application of the shimmer. Y'all see how this is, and it's a layering effect, and you will see how I did it. All right, thanks for watching. Have you gotten the California Love? Is it on your list of things to get? Let me know. Let's talk about it. What other Colourpop palettes are you looking to get soon? Because I know most of us have a list of them because they keep coming out. They're coming out with shit every damn week. Just worrying our nerves like that. All right, so go ahead, let's watch the video. Talk to you again soon. Have a great day. You know I'm gonna tell y'all that other stuff when we get into it. Talk to you later. Oh, this is forgot to tell y'all, Lulu. I have done something to my left eye right here. It is kind of semi-inflamed, so that's why you see me without my lashes on. I'm just doing mascara today, and y'all can see that these lashes is not hitting it all. And I can't do a wing because, ooh, baby, it was like not good. So I am going to continue to persevere and do makeup applications, but for a minute it'll be like sans, lashes, and wings. All right, y'all have a great day. All right, so let's get to it. First color I'm using is Gold Rush. I'm putting that in the crease and coming around to the outer and the inner corners, making a upside down U or N or whatever, you know, kind of like a hump. Okay, so as I am filming this, it is 4th of July. And you know, so if you hear firecrackers, M80s, random fireworks in the background, that is why, because you know folks got to do this all day long. Ooh, I can't stand 4th of July for this reason. What about you? What do y'all think about 4th of July? Because it annoys me. Oh my God. Okay, so we've got a quiet moment. See what I'm saying? And this is quiet because a little while ago I couldn't even film because it was so freaking loud. It was doing M80s and whatever. At least it's not dark outside because I know it's going to be a hood fireworks show. One block I lived on, for real, they had a for real fireworks show when it got dark. They had the kids outside. Okay, next up is Sequoia. And I'm using that on the top of my you know, crease or transition, just to blend out the top of it to make it, you know, give it a pretty little transition. Now next up is going to be Mission, which is what I'm going to be taking in to darken up the inner portions of this halo. Now for real, I lived one place, y'all hear that, where they for real had a hood fireworks show on my block. They for real was out there doing it big. I mean, like doing it big. For real, the kids was out there. They had some straight fireworks going on, scared the shit out of me. I was like, is this where I live? Sounded like Beirut outside. Sounded like Iraq and shit. Okay, but anyway. Do they do that around your house? Okay, just let me know. I'm curious. Just doing a little blending right now, just trying to get everything blended kind of well. All right, so I'm using Diego in that I'm sorry, yeah, Diego. I'm using Diego. That's what I use on, and I'm telling you, I did not wet my brushes. They are very vibrant. And then I took, I took Surf Rider first, and then I did Diego on top. So first I did Surf Rider, which is more of a coppery gold, and then I used the Diego on top. So I would layer it and give it a very nice, I wanted it to have like, I like this coppery goldy vibe. I tend to like to layer stuff like this. All right, so I'm going to finish the look. I didn't do a whole lot, but let me finish and I'll come back in a second. Voila, we are done. All right, so here's how the finished look came out. I used, what did I use? I used Highway 1, which was the mid-tone brown underneath my eye to smudge it out. And this is how it turned out. All right. Thank you so much as always. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.